So we taught you to ask what's called a problem statement. Now with cold calling, a problem statement, because most salespeople are taught this. Hi, hey, John, it's Justin King with XYZ Company. Hey, the reason why I was calling you today was, click. Oh, we're not interested, click. We already have somebody for that, click. Oh, now's not a good time. Can you call me back later? Click. Like that is triggering your prospects to go into fight or flight mode and do that to you guys. You got to stop the madness. Stop doing stuff that doesn't actually work, hoping and praying it's going to work. Okay? Let's work on stuff that actually works, that works with human behavior to get them over. So we taught you what's called a problem statement that focuses on one or two problems that any of your prospects you call can identify with, something they think about as the business owner or C-level, executive, that trigger curiosity enough for them to keep engaging with you. How do we disarm the prospect? So we call that the ABDs of selling. Always be disarming, not always be closing. In 2022, if you got the mantra of always be closing, you're going to get smacked around in the face, especially in more of a complex selling environment, which Justin is in. Okay, if you're selling $5 a month magazine subscriptions door to door, sure, I'll always be closing. You won't sell as much as the reps we train that do that, but you can get away with it. You start selling high-end stuff or stuff that actually, is bigger products and services, you're going to get smashed in the mouth pretty quick selling that way. Okay. You're going to get kicked out of the room, kicked off the phone real quick. So I think we taught you, I don't remember your problem statement. Maybe share with
Yes. Jeremy there?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, this is Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy, this is just Justin here. I was hoping you could, I guess, possibly help me out for a minute.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. What's this all about? What's going on?
Well, I'm not sure if you're the right person that I should be talking to, but I guess I just called to see if your company would be open to look at any possible issues around your offline media buys, specifically around radio media buys.
Okay.
That might be just causing you guys to overspend on your advertising each month.
What do you mean by overspend?
Well, you know how a lot of companies nowadays get frustrated with their advertising not generating a consistent cost-effective return. They're concerned about rising advertising costs, competition in the marketplace, and just, I guess, missing out on, a better lead.
Okay.
Well, what I do is I help companies like that buy, manage, and optimize their offline media campaigns.
Okay.
So they can have a better cost per lead and make more profits in their business.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. How do you guys do that though?
Well,
we can stop there.
We can get into all that mumbo jumbo, but
yeah, we can stop right there. So the part about the problem statement is it's not meant to sell them. It's meant to engage them enough where they become curious enough to actually enter into a two-way conversation. Because if you can't disarm them like that, the sale's over at hello. There's just no sale there. Okay. So it's all about disarming. Now, when we started teaching you how to do that, how did your prospects start reacting to that? Besides just not hanging up.
Yeah, they actually become interested, and they're and some of them it might not be the right time for them, or it might be someone that's been with the company for 2 weeks, and they're like, it's not right for me right now, but call me back in a couple of weeks when I get my bearings under me, which is fine. That means they're not trying to get me off the phone. They're more of conversational. Oh, okay, well, let me ask you this, and then you just go to well, what are you guys doing for advertising now? To kind of generally.
Then you go right into your first situation questions, because you got to find out, you and them have to find out what they're, okay, and what do you guys do for advertising now? Or how do you bring in new leads and new clients? Okay, and then boom, you're right into a freaking conversation over somebody you literally just cold called, who has no idea who you are, who was not expecting anyone to call them, and has probably never heard of you or your company before. And he's over here closing deals that way. Who on here wants to learn those type of skills? If that's you, then just DM me. Just send me a message. Be like, hey, off the record, I want to know how to do that. Okay, we won't tell anybody that you want to learn how to sell more so you make more money. It's okay. All right. So what else? What else? What else do you feel like What advice? So we taught you the problem statement. Your prospects are open now. You start to go through, and at least if they're way too busy or they're in another meeting, they're at least not trying to hang up on you or get rid of you like fight or flight mode. They're actually somewhat interested, and then scheduling something with you where when you're calling them back now, there's an actual appointment, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that? Somebody said sign up, it's worth every penny. That's funny. How do you do that? Like when they're like, I'm interested in this, Justin. We were talking about it the other day, but now's not a good time. Can you call me back in a couple of weeks?
Or use your calendar one.
Calendar commitment. Yeah, because if you don't have a confirmed appointment, when you call back in a couple of weeks, are they going to remember you? Probably not.
Probably not.
Right? So what do we?
Or they'll say, can you just send me more information? Well, I guess I could, but I'm not really sure if we can actually help you yet. I'd have to know a little bit more about what you're looking for to see if we can help you in the first place.
And what do they do when you say that?
Well, they're stuck on the phone, and then you're just like, well, what do you guys do for advertising now? Because you need more information. You just
how do you know what information to even send them when you don't even know anything about what they're doing?
In the old days, I just send them like, oh, here you go. Here's a sample schedule. Here's this, like whatever you need.
And how many of those people would get back to you? Zero. Exactly. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm interested, but can you just send me information? Yeah, possibly. But just so you're aware,
just to put the best information together for you.
Just so I can get information for you, because I don't know a lot about what your company is. What are you actually looking for? Oh yeah, I could possibly do that. I guess just so I can get the best information for you. What exactly are you looking for? Now you can do it that way, but if you're cold calling, you can't really say that. You have to, because they didn't reach out to you looking for anything. So you have to reword that. Oh yeah, okay. So just so I can get the best information to you, because just so you know, I'm not quite sure if we can even help you yet. I'd have to understand a little bit more about what you're doing as far as like advertising and like your cost and profitability, just to see if we can even help you in the first place. So for example, like what do you guys do for advertising now? And boom, you're right into the situation questions, right? And then when you get towards the end of that, then you can come back around and you do what? You use a calendar commitment to schedule the next appointment, right? How does the calendar commitment work for you?
It works. It works when I nail it right with the right tonality.
Okay.
That's I'm still working on that because I had to go from like my speed.
You went from buy or die, which is way over here, to Jeremy Miner disarming the prospects. Completely different methodologies, completely different results, though, for sure. So with the calendar commitment, I'll share that with everybody else. So calendar commitment, they're like, hey, can you just call me back later? I'm really busy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, possibly. Sometimes it's hard to randomly get a hold of me with my schedule. What I can do, though, if it helps you, if you have your calendar handy, I can pull up mine and have you book a specific time with me. That way you don't have to chase me down and vice versa. Would that help you? And then what do they usually do?
They say, yeah, that's good. And then,
yeah, that's good. And you book an appointment. So you actually have a real live appointment. So when you call in that appointment, not a cold call now, it's actually a real live appointment.
Right.
All right. Any last words of advice for everybody listening out there?
If you're having trouble, it's definitely worth going through Inner Circle and learning the sales, because it's not about just having a script. It's about knowing your script and being so comfortable with your script that no matter what the prospect says, you know how to say it back to them, but very conversationally.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if that's a word, but like in conversation, like knowing when to say,
well, it's natural.
Like this. Yeah.
Right. Where you're bridging from question to question, where you're opening them up even further and they're going below the surface. You're not asking a question and they give you 1 or 2 word answer, stay surface level. Then you ask another question and they say yes or no, and the conversation feels awkward. It's legitimately getting them to go below the surface to find out what their real problems are. And not only what their real problems are, but the root cause of the problem. And then not just the root cause, but how the problems are actually affecting them even personally, right? Mm-hmm. And when you're able to do that, as you know, selling becomes pretty profitable.
Right.
Now, if you're not able to do that, you keep banging your head against the wall, hoping and praying. Which is more risky?
The latter.
Probably. All right. Hey, Justin, thanks for being on here. You're the myth and the legend. Congratulations. Cold calling beast over there. Once you got the right skills, you're crushing it. Now, if you guys want to learn those skills, if you're in cold calling, or if you sell business to business, or if you sell business to consumer, and you want to stop the fight or flight, if you want to stop the I want to think it over, or I need to talk to my spouse, or I need to get more quotes, or I need to do more research, or I just don't have the money, now's not a good time. If you want to stop all that from happening, like our clients don't have that issue anymore. You want to start making 10 grand a month in commissions, or 20 grand a month in commissions, or 30 grand a month, or 40 or 50 grand a month in commissions in the industry you're in now. Because I guarantee you, we are training salespeople in your industry, probably companies as well, where those salespeople are doubling your numbers, watching me right now, or they're tripling what you're doing, or they're quadrupling what you're doing, selling exactly what you are now. They are wiping the floor. And it's not because they have cooler hair. It's not because they have stronger muscles. It's not because, they're just some born salesperson. Nobody's born with those skills. They put their pants on the same way in the morning. Do they brush their teeth? They brush their teeth. Do they eat breakfast like you? They eat breakfast like you. The only difference is their lack of knowledge compared to their knowledge they have from the training. That is the only difference that keeps you here, whereas our clients are up here in their income and results who sell exactly what you are. So you want to learn those skills, message me directly on LinkedIn, message me directly in the Facebook group, message me directly in the Facebook business page, message me directly on my personal Facebook. Either myself, Matt Ryder, our CEO, or Marco Cortese, our Chief Revenue Officer, will message you back details on different training options to see if we can help. Justin, thanks. I know you just moved from California to Texas. How's Texas?
Sure. Texas is good.
No state income tax?
No state income tax, man, they're free.
Keeping more of that money, baby. I love it. When you start making a lot of money in California, they take all of it. You got to get over to Texas.
That's right. Yes, they do. I think Arizona, no state income tax too, right?
Yeah, Arizona, it's like 4%. It's not bad. The top level is like 4%. It kind of sucks, but it's better than like 14%.
14. Yeah.
All right, my man. Everybody take care.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on. Hey guys, if you enjoyed these, here's another you can watch right over here. Join our free Sales Revolution group. Click the link below, join us, and we're gonna help you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you real soon.